This is my new project, a crash-damaged BMW X1 that I bought on an auction completely wrecked. And today, I'll be showing you what is wrong with it, what it's going to take to bring this car back from the dead. Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is JP, and this is my very first build series, a BMW X1. Now, I've always loved working on cars, whether it's fixing them up, or rebuilding them, or just stripping them down to see how they work. This is a bit of an ambitious project for me, where other people would just maybe walk away, but not me. I see potential. So I'm going to attempt to rebuild this and take you guys along with me on this journey. So sit back and relax, grab a beer, secure the cup, let's get to it. Alright, let's have a look and see what I got myself into. So, predominantly the impact was maybe from only this side, from the front. The rest of the car seems to be okay. It's just the front end all smashed. At first glance, it doesn't look that bad. So, let's have a look at it real quick. So, obviously, we're going to need a new bumper. This headlight. What about this one? Oh, this one seems loose. Yep. Here we got a broken headlight over here. Broken tabs there. Broken tab over there. Ooh. 2 new headlights. And as you know, these BMW headlights ain't very cheap. Let's have a look in the front here. So, yep, we've got some damage in there. All the grills. Fog lights. Let's see what we've got in here. The crash bar is bent quite badly, though. Let's see. Tell you what, going to be a lot of covers that I'm going to need to get. Covers and clips and strips and stuff. But yeah, by the looks of it, the radiator support took the brunt of the beating. So probably going to need a condenser, radiator, and this front support, radiator support and stuff. And a bunch of covers and clips. Usually, when a front end of this magnitude happens, one would expect the airbags to deploy. But I got lucky on this one, because we have no airbags deploy. I still want to do a scan to see what's going on behind the scenes. Overall, the front end does look like a bit of a mess. But there's been worse. It's not about whether it's fixable, it's about whether I can fix it. That is the challenge. What do you think? Leave a comment down below. So what's the plan, you ask? So the plan is to strip everything down, to dig deep and to see the extent of the damage. Then I'll be ordering all the bits that I need. It's not going to be cheap. And then the reassembly process. Now I want to do this right without cutting any corners. And I'm filming the whole process for you guys to learn from or to laugh if you like. My goal is to bring this car back to life without breaking the bank. If you ever wanted to take on a rebuild project, or you're just into crazy car transformation, stick around because this X1 is just getting started. Alright, let me show you what we've got. Now I've already gone ahead and removed the bumper, the crash bar. Now we can have a closer look at the damage as it is at the moment. So by first glance, this is bent. That needs to be replaced. We've got this bent. Maybe I can just straighten that up. This looks to be bent. If you look in there, probably can see it's slightly bent. We've got a damaged intercooler, aircon condenser, and obviously the radiator is damaged. Front radiator support, that's damaged. This doesn't seem to be too bad. However, I might as well just go ahead and replace that. This is bent. You probably can't see that much. That's good. And this thing looks to be bent, and then we've got a bent tab over here, but I can just straighten that up. That should be fine. I'm not sure whether that is bent or not. Let's see the other side. Oh, yep, that's how the other side looks like. I can just straighten that up. That should be fine. And then obviously, that's bent over there. Yep, we'll continue on. Now that I've removed all the damaged parts, I can now clearly inspect the extent of the damage. However, during my strip down, I have come across a shocking discovery that could potentially ruin this project. But that's gotta wait for the next one. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.